Yo, what is up, Lions? It is Friday, and it is 6 a.m., and I just got through going to my class at the gym. I am 10 days in a row of going to the 5 a.m. class, and I'm 16 days in a row of going to the gym in the morning and doing an actual class. So I'm doing so damn good. I'm getting leaner and meaner and stronger and quicker and happier and healthier, and I'm just on a freaking roll. Today was significant though, because today I actually thought I was gonna die. We were doing, it was leg day, and we did like these squats with the barbell, and it had weight on it, and then in between we did like burpees or something, and then after that I had to do bear crawls. And I have a love-hate relationship with bear crawls, but I went like all out, and I was going fast, and I think I did like 3 laps of going fast, and then I got up and we had to do these things where you squat and you have this rubber band between your legs to stretch, and I ended up getting the rubber band that was made of steel because it didn't stretch at all, and that was hard as fuck. And then we were done with that circuit or that round, and I'm like standing there and I'm like where's all the oxygen? There's no oxygen in this room. Like, so what the fuck? And I'm like trying to breathe, and I'm like, there's no air. There's no air. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And I start to like panic a little bit. And then I'm like, okay, maybe it's just the air in here. It's like probably hot and stuffy. And so I'm gonna walk outside. And get some fresh air. I walk outside and I just walk into this wall of thick, humid air that has even less oxygen than inside of the gym did. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, where am I gonna get my air? And so I'm starting to like, panic a little bit more. And I'm like, okay, just breathe. Everything's fine. You're breathing. It's good. Just slow down. And I'm like, what the fuck? And as I'm going through, basically on the edge of having a panic attack because I can't fucking breathe, I have this thought that goes through my head of like, holy shit, this is crazy. I would literally never, ever push myself this far on my own. If I was going to the gym by myself, there's no chance in hell I would ever push myself this far. But I'm surrounded by a group of people and a trainer, and I've got all that support and encouragement, and I see other people that are pushing and other people that are fighting through it and struggling, and they keep going. And so that encourages me to keep going. And so I just had this feeling of gratitude of like, man, I am so blessed and so lucky to be going through this experience and this transformation, and to be doing it with a group of other people who are also on the same journey, going through their own transformation, and it just makes it so much easier. And so it's like the thing that is so beautiful to me is we are all on a journey. Like, we are all on our own journey, and it's completely unique to us, but a lot of us are going towards the same direction, which is becoming the greatest version of ourselves and living a life that we absolutely love, and living a life that inspires us. And so that's the beautiful thing of understanding that you're actually on a journey, like seeing that, this life that you're living, there's a journey, there's a destination that you're working towards, and that's what makes life so exciting. It's like road trips are exciting because you're going somewhere, and on the way, like you go on a road trip so you can experience all the things on the way to the destination. That's why you go on a road trip. Otherwise you would just fly there and you would skip, the entire journey. You would just sit on a plane, take a nap, and you wake up and you're at your destination. There was no journey involved. But that's why people love road trips, because they get in their car, and the best part of the road trip is not getting to the destination. It's your actual drive there. It's the journey there. It's what you experience there. And so it's so important for us to all realize that our lives are journeys. You are on a journey and you're on the way to a destination, but the destination is not what's going to make you happy. It's the journey getting there. That's the part that you're actually going to enjoy the most and love the most. I look back to the first business that I started when I was 23 years old, and my business partner and I, we worked out of my apartment downtown, and we would eat Top Ramen, peanut butter and jelly, and Tapatio Doritos every day for lunch, and I'm fucking paying for it now. God, still working off those fucking Tapatio Doritos, but they're so good. And it was like, and then we built the company, we ended up selling it, and I remember I would look back, my fondest memories are us like sitting there cold calling like business owners, not knowing what the fuck we're gonna say. I remember one of the very first, because it was a social media marketing agency, one of the first in the country that got started. And I remember one of the very first posts I did for one of our big clients, I was so new to social media that I did the Facebook post and the picture was sideways and I didn't even know how to fix it. Like, that's how much I didn't know what I was doing. But I look back at those moments and I'm like, those are the moments I miss the most, because that was the journey. You know, getting to the end point selling the company was like, whatever. Like, I was excited for, you know, a few days, but I look back and the journey is what really matters. And so you're on this journey right now. And when you get to, when you finally get to where you want to go, you're going to look back and it's these moments that you're going to enjoy the most. It's these moments you're going to cherish the most. It's these memories that you're going to think about the most, because these struggles are what got you to where you wanted to be. And it's such a beautiful thing. And so, you know, I look at today and it's like, damn, I thought I was going to have a panic attack and die just because of bear crawls. And I'm going to remember this, you know, so when I do have a six pack and I'm fucking lean and mean and a fighting machine, I'm going to look back and be like, holy shit, I almost died a few times at that gym, but it was all worth it because it got me to this point. So you got to learn to love the journey, because the journey is what life is all about, not the destination. And so if you can look at your life as a road trip, then you can look at whatever you're going through now and whatever you're struggling with right now. It's just one stop on your journey to your destination. That's it. It's just one stop. You're not going to stay here forever because it's not your destination. Me being overweight is not my destination. It's just one stop along the journey, and I'm going to lose that weight and I'm going to get healthier, and then I'm going to go on to the next stop, and then the next stop, and the next stop, and the next stop, and the next stop. And that's the part that you got to love, because you have to realize that you might not get to the end destination. You might not get there. You might be taking a road trip across country and you make one stop and you're like, you know what? I like it here. I'm going to move here. Forget my destination. And so if you're too overly focused on where you're going, you can't be focused on where you are. And where you are is life. Like, that is your life. Right here, right now is your life. And you have to be able to cherish where you are right now and love where you are right now and be grateful for where you are right now. Because if you live too far out there, you can't enjoy what's right here, right in front of you. And so these moments in my life, it's like I just look back at this memory of what just happened 30 minutes ago, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm like, damn, that was fucking cool. In the moment, I was like, what the fuck? But right now, I'm like, dang, that was so cool. I'm so glad I like almost had a panic attack and couldn't breathe. Hell yes. And so just be aware of that, because it's such a powerful and beautiful thing. And life is a journey, and you got to love the journey. And if you don't love the journey, then you want to look at your life and see what can you do to change that. And that's the big thing that I teach all of my clients and everyone that I coach, is really the core of everything is that I teach is how do you start living a life that inspires the fuck out of you? Because I'm on that journey. And when the journey inspires you, when you love the journey, you're happy and you're fulfilled. There's challenges, there's all that stuff, but you're living a life that you're passionate about and a life that inspires the fuck out of you. And what's more beautiful than that? So, yep, that's it. That's all I got. I need to go get my coconut and go do my morning routine and keep moving along my journey. So that's what I'm gonna do. See ya.